What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going through and making a tier list of every LEGO 2023 Star Wars set. So guys, we're going to have some hot takes, we're going to have some common opinions, and we're going to go over a lot of sets because as I was compiling this list, there actually was a lot of stuff that came out and I didn't even realize it. There was so much stuff that was released this year. And until I've now gone through and actually had to save every image of every set to come out, there was a lot for sure. So let's hop right into it, and without further ado, let's make a tier list. So guys, to start off, I made this list. We're going to have S, A, B, C, and D. We're going to make F. I don't really feel like I need a D category, so we're going to make it F. And then as we scroll down, you can see I made all of these I've put all these 2023 sets in here to rank. Took a while actually to get images for all of these. It probably took me a solid 20 minutes just of saving images from Google of these sets and finding the front box art for these. I think there was one that was, the Microfighter for Boba Fett. That's the back of the box art. For some reason I could not find a Google image of the front. But anyways guys, this is the tier list. So we're just going to go in order of how they're listed here. S, I'm going to try and save reserved for maybe 3 or so sets. I don't want to put a bunch of stuff in there, but I also think there's more than just one from this year that could go in there. So let's start off. There might be some pop-ups with this too, guys, but let's start off with 2-in-1 Mando, Fang Fighter, and TIE Interceptor. Now, I don't own this one. It's not one that I've been compelled to buy, even on Diskeys. I'm honestly going to go a B with this set. I think the fig selection is very lackluster at best. You just get, I forget what it is, two Mandalorians or something and a TIE pilot, I think, something like that. Not very good figs. The Fang Fighter on its own, I've seen reviews and in person, I think it sucks. The TIE Interceptor, though, I would have paid $50 for that by itself, but I'm not willing to spend the money on this entire set just for what you're getting. So for that reason, we're going to go B because I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad set. I like the 2-in-1s and I really like the Interceptor. I just definitely not an A or S set. Next up, we're going to do the Holiday Diorama. Now, this one I think is really good. I have it sealed copy. I don't know if I'm going to build it or not yet, and I need to pick up a few more because they're on sale. $20 at lego.com right now. You can't beat that. But for this one, see, I'm kind of hesitant. We might have to wait on this one. I want to go A, or I want to go S, but it is sequels. If this was an original trilogy or a prequel set and it was holiday themed, S tier, hands down. I absolutely love the holiday stuff, like the advent calendar, these type of figs. I absolutely love them. I think the sweaters and stuff are great. I love when they do this type of stuff, and a scene in Star Wars is something I want to have happen again. But since it's sequels, I'm going to have to go A, just because, it's Rey and Finn, man. My first Rey and Finn were in a holiday diorama. That should tell you something about how little I care about the sequels. So guys, now we got the Snub Fighter. This one is a fat F. The only redeeming factor of this set is the minifigs. The minifigs were pretty cool, except for the fact that it's copy and paste the same fig, essentially just without the outfit. I think the yellow outfit is pretty cool, and to get a pirate is always cool, but the set itself sucks, and pricing is a big thing for me, guys. It's like eating out. I'm not gonna eat out at a Taco Bell when for $2 more I could go to Chipotle nowadays. It's value for what you're getting and what you're paying, and is it gonna fill you up? I'm not gonna go pay $15 for a sit-down restaurant if it's not gonna fill me up. Price is important to me when it comes to just anything. So for that reason, that set is a fat F in my opinion. Next up, we're gonna do this polybag, simple little polybag. I'm gonna give this one a B. It's a really good build. I often think stuff transfers over pretty bad to micro scale, especially with the advent calendars. We see that happen a lot, sadly, but this one was really good. I like the little 40th anniversary logo. I have a sealed copy, but yeah, not anything too special, just another X-Wing, nothing we haven't seen before, but a solid set. I'm gonna give this a B. Now we have the Cody helmet. All three helmets I think were great. we'll probably just do all 3 of these at once. I think Cody was the weakest of all of them, just because that like bottom fin right here, you see that like kind of juts out. It just looks kind of weird and wonky. For that reason, I'm gonna give Cody a B. Still a good set and one I want to pick up, but not the best. Rex I think is really good. He's an A for sure. I think they nailed the Rex there, and definitely a fan favorite that people were wanting, so really good to get that. Bausch Leia, I would almost give an S. I think this is one that came out of the blue but was very, very good. However, there are like a few problems with it. When you see it in person, it just looks like the dimensions look a little bit off, but especially like when you see this thing with a light kit on it, it's a very good set. So we're going to go A for that one. What do we want to do next? Let's do another bad one. Easy F tier with the Spider Tank. I don't think I need to say much. The Bo-Katan is great. Gonna pick that up. Separate from the set. This is a Lego Star Wars set I plan to never buy, even if I become a completionist one day and have the money to spend on every single Star Wars set ever. Not buying this one because it is straight dog water. Enough said. Now we have the Advent Calendar. Now comparing this to years past, not the best Advent Calendar. I'm gonna grab it because I have it right here, but we have some standout figs in this one, being the Leia. I don't really know why she has a Christmas cookie, but she does because it's just a normal Leia. Palpatine and the Ewok are great with their Christmas sweaters. Builds weren't as good as last year's, but there's some like the Staff Speeder. It was really good. We're going to give this one an A. Wasn't the best, but still a very good set. Always happy to buy an Advent Calendar, and again, a really good deal for 20 bucks. I told you guys price matters, so that's another thing. Another C, we're going to go with the Micro Fighter. This is not an awful set, honestly. It just is. I don't really like the Micro Fighters. They're not for me. And this Mandalorian and Grogu combo has been done to death now. It's a really good one, and I even have like the Brickheads. I thought the Brickheads were good, even though those were sold to death too. But just it kind of gets sick of seeing Mando and Grogu on the shelves like in 5 different sets at once. I mean, there's a point where you had the N1 Starfighter, this Micro Fighter, Grogu. What else? You had the Brickheads. You had the Tusken Raider set. So that's like 5 sets on shelves at once with Mando and Grogu, and it's just a little bit too much. Next up, we'll do the Death Star 2. I'm going to give that one a B. I don't think it looks the best in person, but for a GWP, it's a really good one. A lot better than Patches, that's for sure. But, yeah, we're going to go B on that one. Ooh, what are we going to do next? Let's do the mechs next. Darth Vader's mech, C. Stormtrooper mech, C. Boba Fett mech, C. And combo mech, F. Reasoning being, I don't like mechs. I think they look pretty bad. I might pick them up on a discount just to have them. But there's some people that will like combine mechs and like make bigger ones, kind of mocked mechs, and those actually look pretty good. But I just think it looks so dumb with the little head sticking out of the giant bodies. I don't like it. I don't think they did them well. Boba Fett's I don't think was done well. The Stormtrooper is probably the best looking one in my opinion. And the figs are obviously good, but you're paying $15 for a fig, and it's like any of these guys you can get in any other set. Nothing really special about them. If you get the arm printing, I think a few of them had arm printing, maybe the Boba Fett and the Vader, but even then, like, I mean, just buy them in another set. And then the combo pack I put as an F. Box art was pretty cool, I'll give it that, but I put it as an F because, I mean, there wasn't really a discount on them anywhere. We expected a discount, especially on something like a mech. You'd kind of need the incentive of a discount to buy 3 of them at once, and we didn't get that, so I think that was a fat fail on Lego's part. Another F, we have the buildable Chewbacca. Now, it's going to take a lot of convincing for me to put this somewhere else. I think it looks awful, especially having seen the one at Disney in person, and the butt on that thing. I mean, that's a girthy set, but this one just does not do it. I mean, this looks awful. The face is terrifying. It's about as scary as the Rocket Raccoon coming out. And I just think this was a total flop. Kind of came out of nowhere, but just was not needed or wanted at all by anyone. Contrary to that, we've got this one that came out of nowhere, the 2-in-1 Shin Hati Starfighter. I'm going to give that an A. I think that's a great set. I know some people don't like these Starfighters, like the E-Wing and the other one. I forget the red one's name, but the both ships I think are awesome. And the value for this, 110. I'm waiting for this one to go down to like the 80s or 90s to pick it up. But around then, I think that's a great value for 5 figs. Those figs also are going to definitely go up in value. We'll have a Brick Investments on this soon, so check that out. Coming up this Friday. But I think this one's got a lot of potential, and I really like the colors of these fighters. So for that reason, I'm going to give that one an A standing. I didn't realize we had 2 of these in here, so we're going to throw another one up there. Unless I can delete it. Maybe? No. Okay. Then, let's see. What do we want to do next? We'll do Yoda Starfighter. Now, this one might surprise some people, but I'm going to give that an A. I know no one asked for it, and I know we had almost the exact same thing, but I never had the old one. I love Starfighters, and this is an even better one, I think, than the old one. So I'm waiting to pick this one up when it's on a little bit of a discount. It is a little expensive, I'll give it that. That is knocked there, being 35 for 2 figs and a Starfighter. I mean, I don't like to see that, but excited to pick this one up. I really like this one. It'll pair well with my Anakin Starfighter from episode 3 like this. So really excited to get that one day, and definitely think it's an A+ set for this year. Another A+ set that might surprise people is the Young Jedi Adventures Jedi Temple. This is one I think was done very well. I know it's a 4+ set, but like putting that aside, and as a collector, an adult for that matter too, the figs are awesome. My fiance and I love watching the show too, so that's kind of like another incentive for me personally. And being able to pick this one up at like a 20% discount or a $20 discount for $20, I think it's worth it for sure. I mean, those figs are great. Those will probably go up a lot in value, and it's not like the classics we're used to getting, where it's just like another Hoth 4+ or another Endor 4+ with like your classic Rebels or basic Star Wars heroes and stuff like that. Like, this is very niche, and I think a great time for a 4+ set to come out in this category. And I'm really excited to pick up Nubs in the new one once that goes on a discount. Not paying $50, but on a discount, I'll buy it. Next up, we've got the Boba Fett Microfighter. That one's an F because the Boba Fett is coming like 5 different sets. So if you need a Boba Fett, pick it up for that. But the Starfighter itself is awful. I think it looks really bad. His arms like stick out from it. Just does not look good at all in my opinion. I think the build was very lackluster. I built one of these, I think, just for the Boba Fett to sell on a Whatnot stream. But yeah, so we're going to go an F on that one. Now we'll do the 501st Specialist Battle Pack. I'm actually going to give this one an A. I know the helmet holes are a problem, but it works with this one simply because they're a specialist. They have the attachments and the visors, so like the helmet holes are fine. It makes sense and it works. And I think the cannon build is really good too. The heavy troopers with the backpacks. The backpacks are something I've wanted on clones for a long time now, so to finally get that on this was really cool. And I think looks really good. I actually have 2 of these in my personal collection. So really happy with that one. Contrary to that, we've got the 332nd, which is a fat F. I haven't even bought this yet. One thing, I know it's not selling at this pretty much anywhere except for I think Meijer's the only place I've seen it selling for this, but $27 retail is insane. The fact that they thought to ask that is wild to me. I don't know who's paying that for a 4 minifigure battle pack. The Vaughn looks terrible. Is just no difference and no standout whatsoever. The helmet holes look bad, and it's the first one we've gotten with like full-on helmet holes, because the specialists, they had the helmet holes, but like they still didn't look half bad because they had the visors. This does not have any visors except for Vaughn, I guess you could say. The Swamp Feeders or Swamp Speeders, is at best. I mean, it's not that good, but it's not the worst thing in here. It's mainly just those helmet hold figs looks terrible, so that's where we're gonna go F on that one. Next up, we got Yavin. I'm gonna give this one a B. It's not my favorite. I think the build is pretty rough. From the front, it looks good, even though you got like gaps and stuff in it. And for playability, I would have loved this set as a kid. This is one I do want to pick up. And the fig selection is 10 out of 10. I mean, this is the best value fig selection we've gotten in a Lego Star Wars set probably in like 5 years. I mean, this compares to even old time sets. I mean, you're getting like, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 figures in this set at $170. That's a really good deal. When you, like other sets here, you'll see you're paying $650 for a Venator and getting 2, or $110 for the 2 packs and getting 4 or 5. So really good fig value here. Just set's not my favorite. I don't think the build was the best. It's kind of all redone figs for the most part. There's a few standouts, but for the most part. But a solid B is one I want to pick up, just not like highlight and like insanely good. Next up, we've got the Hoth Combo Pack. I'm gonna go. I think I'm going to go S tier with the Hoth Combo Pack. It is a really good one, guys. If you've seen my videos, you know I've talked about this one a lot. I have 2 or 3 of them now. I forget how many sealed ones I have. I think I have 2 sealed, 1 opened. But it's a really good one. $31 at Walmart right now at the time of this being filmed. But even like at 45, like you're still getting half off, and then you're getting like 60% off. So, I mean, a great deal on this one. 2 awesome sets, and some of the best paddle packs we've gotten with those stormtroopers or snow troopers. And I think the AT-ST build is fantastic. The Chewbacca looks great with the snow printing on it. Definitely going to be a fig I think goes up in value a lot one day. And I think the box art for a combo pack is the first one I've ever bought. I think the combo pack box art looks really cool, and I really love the idea of that. And it's such a good value from Walmart, like I said, for even $45. I mean, S tier set for sure. I loved it. But let me know what you guys think about that one down in the comments, because I know that could be a controversial S tier set. Moving on from that, though, we have the TIE Bomber. This one I have not picked up yet. Again, just a price thing. I really like this set. Just at the price, I'm not compelled to buy it yet. I don't really care about the figs that much. I already have most of them. The Gong Druid is cool. Probably the best fig in my opinion in that set. But we're going to go A tier with it still. I think it's a really good one because it's one that kind of fit the time with the TIE Bomber being in Mando and stuff like that. And I think it's a really good looking set, and I always love any type of TIE fighter. So A tier on that one. Now for the T6. I'm going to go S tier on this one too. This has been very high on my priority list to buy. Probably going to end up picking it up next paycheck, so next week. But the only knock on it is that underside. I get the underside is not the best, but you're never displaying it like that. Like you're only ever displaying one side, or it's sitting down flat. So you're never going to see it. Should they have gone the extra mile and put it in? Yes. However, that being said, I think it looks really good from the side even. And watching the show, I think it's very accurate too. One other thing I'll say, I wish they would have done it a little more expensive just so you could fit more figs in it. But the thing that bumps us up to S tier to me is that fig selection. I mean, it is a 10 out of 10 fig selection. I think it's the best Ahsoka we've ever gotten. What's his name? The Tonwee, maybe? The droid. The Clone Wars like Jedi lightsaber building droid. He's awesome. I love him. And then I don't even remember his name, but the knight sort of dude who like played very little role in the show, was in it for all of 10 seconds. Don't really know about him, but he's dope. He looks super good in Lego form. I mean, it's like a literal Sith knight, and I think he looks awesome. And then the Sabine Wren is also really good. So I think it's possibly the best fig selection we got in any 2023 Lego set, and that's what bumps it up the most for me personally. And I never had the chance to buy the old T6, so getting one for me was gonna be really special and something I'm super excited for. Now we've got a few dioramas to cover. You guys know I love the diorama series, one I want to see them do forever. And it's something I'll be able to get every single one of. I'm just waiting for these to go on a little bit of a discount. I ordered the Death Star final duel scene because it was like $60 at Meijer. I mean, crazy discount. But so we got that one coming. But A tier on that one. I think that was a great one to get. The figs are awesome. And I like the 40th anniversary plaque again. I think that looks really good. And just the build for that glass window is so detailed and so good. So a definite A tier. Another one that I'm going to put an A tier that might surprise people is the Endor speeder diorama. I really like it. I know people have problems with the trees. The figs aren't the best, but I still think they're pretty good. And the biggest thing for me in that set is the speeders. I think the speeders look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, better than any other speeders we've had, especially for Endor. So definitely an A tier set for me, and one I think will stand out really well next to like Dagobah and other dioramas like that. Next set we'll do is the Executor Star Destroyer. I'm gonna give that an A tier. I don't own it personally, but I really like the mini scale series. It's definitely one I want to start buying into once they're on sale. Again, a little high of a price for me, but I think it looks super good, especially with like the Star Destroyers on the side, and really detailed. This is a set that does very well in mini scale for sure, so I really like to see that. And one I want to see him continue with the great box art as well. Now, next up, we will do the Coruscant Guard gunship. This one, I'm probably going to give this one an A tier just because it's something that a lot of people, well, I'm mixed between A and B because it's a set a lot of people like kind of were wanting with the gunship, but the twist on it I think was very good. I just don't think the execution was the best. See, it's hard. I don't think it's as bad as like Yavin, but I also don't think it's as good as like the Rex helmet, the diorama for the holidays, or the other ones, and like the TIE bomber. I would honestly say like A minus, B plus, somewhere in there. We're gonna throw it in an A just because the figs are really good. The shock troopers aren't the best. I personally like the Fox. I know that's a hot take, but I personally like the Fox a lot. I think the helmet holes work for commanders and captains like Cody, and Fox and Rex who have a need for them and like wear visors or antennas and stuffs. The shock troopers, like I said, are lackluster, but I also think the Padme is really good, and the Chancellor Palpatine I think is one of the better ones we've had. So for that reason, I'm going to go A tier for that one. But like I said, it could be a B plus, could be an A minus. It's more accurate being somewhere in the middle. Now we have the UCS X-Wing. This is one I think actually looks really good. I've seen it in person. I had a friend who was building it, so I watched him build some of it. I don't own it. Probably not going to pick it up for a while just because it's not super high on my list. There's a lot of other stuff I want to get. But it's a good price point and definitely like a staple in anyone's collection who's just starting. So if you're like an OT fan, I would definitely pick this one up if you're looking to just hop right in. I think it's a great set. And the Luke is a 10 out of 10 fig. I think it's a great fig. Next up, this is everyone's S tier, but I'm gonna put the Venator at A. I think it's fantastic. I love the set so much. I think it's great, but the figs are. I think that Rex really kind of brought it down for me. I'm still gonna pick it up one day, but like I was really excited when the set leaked and like was first rumored to get a Rex in it. I think the Yularen looks great. I will say that. But I think the Rex was just so bad, honestly, that like it just kind of ruined it in this set for me. And otherwise, I think this would have been an S tier had it not had that like kind of memory of like being. Had I not had that memory of being so excited for this one to come out and get a Rex finally in my collection. And then also on top of that, the GWP absolutely sucking. Like a lot of my incentive to buy it was just kind of ripped out. So for that reason, I'm gonna go A tier. The build itself is phenomenal, but again, it's one of those things where like the price for me is just like that just seems unattainable right now. And then also like the enjoyment I had building up to it kind of got shredded a little bit with some of the stuff I already mentioned. So for that reason, still a good set, but A tier. And the final set of 2023 to release for Lego Star Wars is the Lego Ghost and Phantom 2, the best set of 2023, and in my opinion, my favorite set I have in my collection to this date. I absolutely love this set. Let me grab it. I think this one, guys, you probably can't even hear me, but I think this looks so good. I can't show you guys this enough. I love it. I love the figs in it. The way it goes together is awesome. It was an awesome build experience. The stud shooters are hidden, which I love because I hate those things, but they put them on everything. The cannons and stuff look great. The back engines are phenomenal. No sag or anything on the engine bay. I think the shape of it is so good, super accurate to the movie, well, I guess shows, but the shows and the colors are so good. Because guys, you know, Star Wars, we're used to getting like just all gray Millennium Falcons, all gray Justifiers, stuff like that. But this like looks like a tropical starship. I mean, it pops with so many bright and vibrant colors, and I think looks amazing. I mean, I love this. I cannot say enough about it. Go check out my review. I'll link it up here somewhere. But I just think this one is so awesome, guys, and such a great set to pick up. So for that reason, that is my #1 set of 2023 for LEGO Star Wars, and an easy S tier in my opinion. Would be S tier on my LEGO Star Wars list for any year or anything. But yeah, so as a little review for S tier, we've got the Hoth combo pack, the T6, and the Ghost and Phantom 2. You've got everything in between, with I think the F tiers being very common takes for the most part. Maybe not the Chewbacca or the 332nd, but I think most everyone agrees with that. But let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think of this tier list, and if there's anything you personally would change on it. We got a lot of sets we covered in this, obviously, but I want to know what you all think as well, so let me know down in the comments, or DM me on Instagram, and we'll get a little conversation started. This is definitely a fun video to make, and I want to make some more of these tier videos because even just filming this was a lot of fun. I know this is running longer than most of my videos. I mean, this is going to be like a 30-minute video, but we covered a lot of stuff, and I mean, a lot of sets came out in 2023. Like, as you can see, we had like 30 to 40 sets come out this year, so a lot of stuff to buy. But I feel like I've gotten most of the stuff I want, and the stuff I haven't, we'll just wait for 2024 discounts. So let me know what tier list you guys want to see next, and let me know again down in the comments what you thought of this. Were there any hot takes I had that you don't agree with, or any hot takes you might have? I want to know them, so put them down there. Until then, guys, sub to the YouTube and like this video. It helps me out a lot to grow on the channel. But until next time, guys, thanks for stopping by today's video. I hope you enjoyed this tier list, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.